Hey guys, Lazy Man here. Hey, today I just wanted to do a quick video, give you guys an update of what's been going on. I know I haven't made many videos lately, and I apologize about that, but it just doesn't seem like there's enough hours in a given day. But anyway, I do have several projects that are coming up, so definitely stay tuned and check those out. Also, what I've been doing lately, actually a friend of mine's been putting together a website, and we've been working on that. Actually, he's been working on it, and so hopefully that'll be up in maybe a month or so. But what's really been consuming my time is I've been trying to get more organized. We just moved into this house about 3 years ago, and my garage had boxes stacked up as high as you could see, and me being a lazy man, I never did nothing about them. Well, anyway, I finally decided, to get them up on shelves and start building, some workbenches and make that more of a functional workshop. What's happened here is that, I had a dedicated room that was really my computer room, and that worked really well, when it was just, me and my, occasional modding. But then when I started getting into more of the client builds and some of these other mods, I had to expand, and what I did is I convinced the wife to take over another room in my house, and that's the room I'm filming in now, and now it seems like I've taken up so much space that and the wife hasn't really complained, but before it gets out of hand I need to try to get a little more organized and a little more functional. So anyway, I've been trying to turn my garage into a workshop. And so anyway, as soon as that's done, I'm reorganizing this room that I'm in now, turn this more into an office, take all my mods out to the garage, and once all that's done, we'll do a little quick video and I kind of show you guys, my setup. But anyway, like I said, I got about 4 or 5 builds that are coming up. One is the Storm Shadow. We had started that a few months ago. The client, due to him just buying a house and he's actually getting married here in June, we kind of put that on hold, but we're going to get back on that, and so you'll be seeing some videos on the Storm Shadow. And then after that, I do have a Antec P180 build that's coming up. Then I think after that I have a Silverstone Fortress 02 build. Then I have a Antec, actually this one's going to be dubbed the Big Ten Kahuna, and this will be the Antec PC80R case. And then finally, the one I still haven't received yet is the Corsair 800D. That should be coming here anytime. So anyway, let's just real quick take a look at these cases that I have, and again, stay tuned, and I'll be having some videos coming up soon. So anyway, here, let's take a look at these. Okay guys, first off, just to refresh your memory here, this is the Storm Shadow build. As you can see, I have most of the case taken apart. I still need to make some cable management holes and some other modifications, and then we're going to strip this down completely, send this off to be powder coated in white. And then hopefully when we get that back, the client may be ready to purchase the rest of the items and we can finish this build. But anyway, just to give you an idea of what we got going in here, as you can see, it's the Antec 1200 case. The MOBO will be the EVGA 3-way SLI classified, and then we're going to put a 920 on that. This will be an air-cooled system. I believe the client is going to go with 2 480s in SLI, and then Emirax 1050 watt PSU. They'd run a couple Velociraptors in RAID, and then a large 1 or 2 terabyte storage drive. So anyway, that's the Storm Shadow. Let's look at the second build. Alright guys, and then for the second build that we're going to be doing, this is the Antec P182. And as you can see, I've received some of the components. The components that I have not received are definitely the motherboard, the CPU, the RAM, or the graphics cards. But just to give you an idea of what we're going to put into this, is we're going to go with the AMD 6-core 1055T processor, and then the motherboard will be the MSI 790FX GD70. And for the RAM, it'll be the Black Edition OCZ 1600. And then he's going to run two MSI 5770 Hawks in an SLI, or excuse me, a Crossfire configuration. So anyway, this build will be coming after the Stam Shadow. Actually, as I start these builds, depending on when the components come in and whatnot, these will be overlapping. So I'm not just going to do one and wait till it's done. We'll be kind of working on these simultaneously and trying to stay on top of these. Alright, so let's take a look at the next one. Alright, for this build here, we're going to start off with the Silverstone Fortress case. And then as you can see, we're going to go ahead and put the Asus Rampage 3 Extreme motherboard, the i7-920 processor. This will have 6 gigabytes of Corsair RAM, and then the client is either going to pick up a 5970 or possibly two 58s and run those in SLIs. He hasn't quite decided yet. And then to power everything, he purchased a Silverstone Strider 1000 watt PSU. So I've never worked with a case in this configuration, so this is going to be an interesting build for me. There's not going to be a whole lot of mods on this, but it's going to be nice to work with this. As you guys can see, down on the bottom of that case has 3 massive 180 millimeter fans. So this case is going to run really cool. This also will be an air-cooled system. As you can see, the cooler we have there is the Mega Shadow. So this ought to be a pretty nice build. Anyway, let's move on to another one. Alright guys, and for this final one here, all I've received so far is the case. And as you can see, this is the anodized red Leon Lee PC P180R case. I gotta say that I was real excited to get this case, and after taking a look at it, this thing is amazing. Not only is the quality superb, but the anodized red really makes it look nice. So anyway, this build here is probably going to be towards the end of June before we get all the components. This is coming from quite a ways away, so and the client is going to be spending a pretty good penny on this. We did dub this one the big 10K Kahuna, so maybe you guys can figure out what the 10K stands for. But anyway, as you can see there, this is the ATI Crossfire X edition. And what we've decided to do is, because that case with the spider cut out, the client wanted me to cut that out and put a window in there because he's going to be running a EVGA 4-way SLI motherboard. We're going to put either Tri-SLI or Quad SLI 480s in there. We're just worried about the power supply running quad, so we're going to think about that one and make a decision. We're also going to be having an i7-980 as the processor, and the power supply will be a 1500 watt Silverstone Strider. And of course we're going to be water cooling this, running 2 separate loops. But anyway, the client wanted me to cut out the side panel there and put a window in it, again because this is the ATI edition, and he's running NVIDIA and Intel. And I suggested that, with the money we're spending on this and how beautiful that side panel is, let's not cut that out. Let's order a additional side panel, one that I can go ahead and cut out and put a clear acrylic window. So that's what we're going to do here. So, maybe this is ATI / AMD meets Intel / NVIDIA. I don't know. But anyway, this is it's going to be one massive build here. But again, be looking forward to this one. This one won't be starting until sometime in June. And the one I haven't received anything yet, I did get a deposit on, so I know we're going to be doing it, is the Corsair 800D case. I can't remember the entire specs on that, but that also is going to be a water-cooled case, 2 loops in it, either Tri-SLI, and I believe we're going with the Rampage Extreme 3 also motherboard. But anyway, I don't remember the specs. That one should be coming in the next week or two. So anyway, alright guys, as you can see, I've got my work cut out for me. and I'm going to be pretty busy here in the next several months. But anyway, as long as time permits, I will make as many videos as possible and give you guys a thorough work log of each one of these builds. I also plan on trying to upload work logs to some of the forums. Just quite haven't decided which ones yet, so as soon as I know, I'll let you guys know. Oh, and one other thing I wanted to mention, we all know who Bill Owen is with MNPC Tech. Well, if not, I'll put a link down here on the bottom. But anyway, he does a podcast about once a month. It's called the Mod Brothers Podcast. And he invited myself and a good friend of mine by the name of Ron, who's also a fellow modder and does YouTube videos. And I'll put a link down here on the bottom for him also. But his work is amazing. You guys definitely got to check out Ron's work. Anyway, Bill had invited myself and Ron and a few other people to be on his panel. And so if you guys get a chance, go ahead and check out the podcast. I believe it's episode 15. And anyway, I wanted to put out a thank you to Bill and his crew for inviting myself and Ron. And we had a blast. So thank you very much, Bill. Anyway, this is Lazy Man. Got a lot of work to do, so until next time.